Hello everyone, myself Soumyaranjan Jena from Department of Zoology, Revencha University, Cuttack, India. My topic is seminal exosome defaults, chromatin remodeling defects with impaired cell signaling in recurrent pregnancy loss patients through a proteomic approach. Disclosure: the author report no conflict of interest in this work. Background: spontaneous recurrent pregnancy loss, defined by two or more loss in clinical pregnancy according to WHO criteria. Up to 50% cases will not have a clearly defined etiology. RPL is often investigated from women's perspective. Recent evidence showed that involvement of male factor as a probable cause in RPL. Retain histone with oxidative predominance, increase DNA fragmentation, and alter expression of protein involved in stress response are implicated in RPL. The spermatozoa, despite being transcriptionally and translationally silent, undergo several modifications at the molecular level during transit through the male and female reproductive tract. Many proteins and RNAs are associated with the exosomes are known to be selectively transferred to out of the sperm that modified the sperm function. The proteome profile of exosome in RPL is largely unknown. The objective of my topic is to identify and understand the possible paternal factors responsible for early pregnancy loss through differential proteomic analysis of seminal exosomal proteins by level through liquid chromatography mass spectroscopy. This is my experimental design. The schematic representation of experimental design isolation procedure for seminal extracellular vesicles. In my experimental design, first I collected the seminal plasma from a fertile donor and partners of recurrent pregnancy loss patient. According to WHO criteria, the seminal plasma were analyzed. Then it grouped in three categories: two patient from control and one pooled, and two patient from RPL and another one is pooled for proteomic analysis, then data acquisition, data analysis, and computational proteomic analysis and validation. This is my result. First, the semen analysis lower reference limit given by WHO. According to WHO guidelines, my semen parameter is okay in both control and RPL patients. Then I isolated the seminal extracellular vesicle according to the International Society for Extracellular Vesicles. First, I have validated the extracellular vesicles by scanning electron microscopy in control and RPL cases. The size of the seminal extracellular vesicle is less than 200 nanometer. Second, in figure 2b, the surface morphology was determined by atomic force microscope. Then dynamic light scattering for the particle size of the seminal extracellular vesicle. In control, the size of the seminal extracellular vesicle is 193 nanometer in average, and in RPL it is 187 nanometer. Then the seminal extracellular vesicle surface marker was validated through Western blot. The surface marker CD9 and CD81 was validated to confirm that this is seminal extracellular vesicle. Then comparative global proteomic profile of seminal extracellular vesicle between control and RPL, partners of recurrent pregnancy loss patients. In control, the 63 protein is found exclusively to control, and 56 is exclusive to RPL, and 869 is common to both the group. The principal component analysis showed that it differentiates the control group and the RPL group in two different categories, and the Heat map shows that the abundance of a protein in control and RPL group. The Volcano plot demonstrating the expression profile of 172 differentially expressed protein based on log2 fold chain and p-value less than 0.05 in RPL group. The string protein-protein interaction analysis of differentially expressed protein shows that the immune response signaling proteins, chromatin packaging and remodeling, protein folding and apoptosis are dysregulated in RPL group. Cytoscape bingo up enrichment analysis showing overrepresented process of differentially expressed protein in seminal extracellular vesicles. It shows that the dysregulated pathways such as nucleosome positioning, nucleosome assembly, chromatin assembly, nucleosome organization, protein DNA complex assembly, DNA packaging are dysregulated in RPL group. It signifies that the nucleosome packaging doesn't improper in RPL group. The functional analysis of top disease and function canonical pathway by Ingenuity pathway analysis software shows that the differentially expressed protein where dysregulated canonical pathway are NRF2 mediated oxidative stress response, apoptosis signaling, sperm motility. These apoptosis pathway are highly expressed in RPL group. It signifies that the sperm is damaged in DNA material. The protein-protein interaction measured as combination of centralities of the identified hop genes, that is HNRNP-U, HNRNP-C and RUVBL1 from the 172 differentially expressed protein through dataset in HIPI databases. Because we cannot validate the all 172 differentially expressed protein, so we have to choose the hop genes in the protein-protein interaction network. So I identified these three genes according to the centrality rank and genes through betweenness, bottleneck, closeness, degree, eccentricity, age, maximal click centrality, MNC, radiality, stress and clustering coefficient. These three genes are found the major hop genes, because if we remove these three genes, the network is totally lost. So these are the hop genes in my 172 differentially expressed proteins. Then I validated these three hop genes through Western blotting. The HNRNP-C and HNRNP-U RUVBL1 was validated through Western blot in seminal extracellular vesicles of our control RPL patient and sperm of also control and RPL patient. The HNRNP-C is overexpressed in both the RPL seminal extracellular vesicles and RPL sperm. The HNRNP-U is overexpressed in RPL ACV but downregulated in RPL sperm, and the RUVBL1 is downregulated in RPL ACVs and downregulated in also in RPL sperm. It signifies that overexpression of HNRNP-C and HNRNP-U in RPL may be responsible for silencing hypoexpression of different RNAs and defective chromatin organization and shortening of telomere length in spermatozoa. Underexpression of RUVBL1 involved in transcriptional activation of selected genes, principally by acetylation of nucleosome histone H4 and H2A. This modification may alter nucleosome organization in spermatozoa. This implies the significant role of exosomes in sperm maturation and function, particularly in RPL. Further large-scale validation alongside the sperm proteome may lead to identification of candidate biomarkers for determination of male factors in RPA. Thank you.